welcome back to Em's Cosplay Corner. I can't believe I'm back here doing another one. The first one was such, oh, hang on, my arm hurts. Oh, the first one was such a huge success. I'm back here doing another one. And this time it's kind of topical. Love is in the air. It is Valentine's Day. So obviously I'm going to do a horror and gore look. I call this one Lovestruck. Now this is going to be a few different parts. There's very, very basic lesson on how to make prosthetics. I'm by no means an expert. This is just how I've picked it up along the years of making my own things. So we've got that in the first half. The second half is how to apply it / the actual makeup I did for the look. I'll try and figure out how to put timestamps on. I say me, Matt. Matt will try and figure out how to put timestamps on it as to where each of these parts start. But other than that, let's get stuck in. Mwah. Okay, so this is the making part. Now, as some of you may remember, when I showed you my workstation for the Mermaid Queen props, it was quite messy. It's still a little messy, but we have had a huge sort out, and so far, this is where my little workstation's up to. Just give you a quick tour. Those shelves there will be full of things, but I don't want to fill them until I've finished hammering things into the wall. Got my clock up there, ticking away. My little pegboard board with things on. Some ongoing projects, things I haven't quite found a home for, but much better than it was. Okay, so we're gonna need a few bits to make this prosthetic. As always, I'm sort of making it up as I go along. But we will need some skewers or cocktail sticks that are quite long. Anything like that will do, just something that's a nice thin wooden base. Some red card, or you know, any colour, you can adapt this how you want, but because I'm doing a love theme, I'm going for red. Red paint, pencil for drawing, extra pencil because of who I am as a person. Very gross scissors, brush, and then a little bit later we're gonna need some cotton. Now these aren't ideal. Really, you should have the little like the cotton balls. I don't have any, so we're gonna improvise a little bit, but we won't need those for a bit. And also my very last, very well used tub of liquid latex. Again, we're not gonna need that for a little bit. The first thing we need to do is make our arrows. So to do that, I do apologise by the way, I will be coughing and sniffing my way through this. I am on the butt end of poorly, but we'll press on. Okay, so with these ones, on one end, it is a sharp end. I don't know if that's focusing or not. No? No? There we go. Obviously, you don't want this sat against your head. That is asking for an injury. These need to be cut down to size anyway, so I would suggest cutting off the end with the sharp, pointy, well, end, I guess. Just chop them up. Good pair of scissors should do it, she says. I am going to vary the size of these slightly. I may not actually need all of them, so what I might do is use this to make a slightly shorter one. Again, it is obviously up to you how you want to do this, what lengths you're looking to do, all of that good stuff. But this is about the length I'm going with. Obviously they're going to be sticking out of my head, so I don't want them too long. Now next bit, nice and easy, just got to paint these. I'm going to paint them red to go with my theme. If you're making normal arrows, paint them a normal arrow colour. You know how this works by now. So, meet you in a minute when I've painted them. Okay, so all painted. The best bit, I should have probably said, is you don't even need to paint all the way up to the end. This bit here will be covered. And then this bit here, as long as you've got most of the end. Again, I can't tell if we're focusing or not. Mostly you can just see my hand right now. You get the idea though. So I've just put them on a bit of scrap paper to dry. Okay, next we need, technical term escapes me. Arrows have like the little tail bit on the end, don't they? Arrow, going this way, shoo, They have like a tail bit that sits on here. That's what I'm gonna make next from my pieces of red card. Because it is a Valentine's Day kind of theme, I'm gonna make them in the shape of little hearts. Kind of like how darts, again, I don't know what they're called. So, you know what I mean. So for each arrow, which is 3, I'm gonna need 3 love hearts. 3 times 3 is 9, so I need 9 in total. So folding the end of mine in half, just gonna sketch on a little love heart, just to get an idea of sizing. If you're not that great at drawing, you can easily find a stencil online, or something like that. Or you can maybe even, get my words out, you may even be able to just print out a bunch of red hearts and cut them out rather than you having to draw them. So I think that looks quite love hearty. Gonna pinch a bit that I didn't use just to get an idea of size. So I want 3 of these. I think that'll be about right. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Okay, excuse me. So my little, I mean, they look like Pocky sticks. They're just about dry enough for this stage. I've got all my love hearts cut out. Just group them up into groups of 3. I've got my glue gun heating up. We are nearly ready for the next stage. So what I'm effectively going to do, glue 2 love hearts together, like that. Place a bit of glue there. Stick that onto my arrow. And then place the final love heart over the top. This is what I'm aiming for. So here we go. I'm just going to pair up my love hearts. There's 1 pair and the spare. Ooh, 1 pair and the spare. Don't have to be particularly neat with this. You can always go around a little bit later if you feel you need to stick them together a bit more. Again, with this, because it is going into a prosthetic, I always find you're not aiming for 100% accuracy, you're just aiming for the suggestion of what you're trying to get over. Ultimately, once we're finished, no one's going to be looking at my little love heart and be like, it's not lined up properly, because, I mean, if they are, honestly, I've not done a good enough job. But right, here, I'll show you on the smallest one. So, grab a pair that are stuck together. Small amount, don't need very much. Up the middle. Grab your Pocky looking thing. Ooh, don't drop it. Stick it on probably about there-ish. So it's, oh, and my glue's dried. I'm doing really well. Let's try that again. Line of glue. Stick the Pocky on. About there. And then, no blob, no blob. Stick the final heart piece on over the top like so. And again, you can neaten it up, but effectively, this is what we're going for. Not particularly neat. I will probably go around these and add a little more glue just to fasten it down, but this is the first sort of basic shape of what we're going for. Okay, next bit. This is where it starts to get fun. Again, because I've only got these cotton rounds, I am having to improvise a little bit. But effectively, I am peeling them in half. And then this hard edge, you want to get rid of that. So just really easily, it just pulls off. Because jagged edges are always much, much easier to disguise and lose in prosthetics. Same again with this half. If you did have cotton balls, you want to unravel them. They're kind of in a little loop. You want to unravel them and kind of tear them up into little pieces, essentially. Let's open up my very, very old, revolting liquid latex, which probably I should renew at some point because it's grim. Okay, I'm gonna see if my liquid latex wants to come out first of all, because if not, it's gonna be a very, very short tutorial. We have latex. Okay, This is going to be a little bit clumsy, but essentially what I want to do is take one of these round pieces and just cover it in latex. Anyway, you want to really, really soak this in latex. It will get messy. I'm not bothered if it gets on my hands. It's all in the name of, what are we even doing? Em's Cosplay Corner. And again, it doesn't matter if it's really messy. It's latex and cotton, it's gonna get messy. So I'm gonna basically be using this little piece here as my base. So I'm gonna kind of smoosh the corners down a bit. And this eventually is gonna make the bit that we stick on our head. So make sure it's really, really nicely saturated. I'm gonna put my arm right in the way so you can't see what I'm doing, because I'm a really good YouTuber. Right, smush it all in. If you are a bit concerned about it sticking, you can just kind of loosen the edges a little as it dries. Just so you have got like a point to peel it off. I am doing this on a mat, which I know is fine for crafting and stuff. Do not do this on like a nice wooden chopping board or something that you do intend to use. And you're going to take one of your arrows, kind of wrap the end up as best as you can. Just give it a little coating. I need to pull my sleeve up. And then that is gonna sit onto our base. Now this is why I wanted it to be so lightweight, because as it is now, it is standing up beautifully. Reinforce, as always, with a little more latex, because this is what's gonna go on our face. Okay, we got somewhere. That is perfect. That's exactly how I want them to be. Kind of all at slightly different angles, but all in there together. Okay, we are back. Power of editing. You'll never know how long I was gone for, but it's actually a whole nother day because I fell asleep. Anyway, this is where we are up to. Okay, so latex has dried. We've got the base of our little prosthetic. Sorry, there's a couple of bits of cotton. Okay, now it's the painful bit. We need to very carefully peel this up and place it back down again before we paint it, because I don't want to paint this and then find out that it's stuck to my mat and never coming off. Okay, I've got a colour that vaguely mimics my skin tone. It is not perfect. Excuse me, but it'll make a good base. So I'm just gonna paint that onto the base of this. Okay, so I've applied my skin tone. I'm really sorry, I keep coughing. I'm just gonna grab my red paint, because where this, obviously I sponged it on, where it started to escape up here, I can just top that back up. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. Once it's all together, little details like this you're probably not gonna notice. I should dunk this in paint, that's all over my hands. I'm just a very messy painter. As for this, it's time to play the waiting game again. Gotta wait for this bad boy to dry. And then we can finally start putting some fun into it, and then it's time for application. Okay, we are here at the application. Okay, so, excuse me, glasses off now. We are freestyling. I have just got on my basic brows and the lightest of light, just wash of foundation. No contouring, no highlight, anything like that. Literally just brows and foundation. Can you see my breath on camera? It's really cold in here. Please subscribe so we can buy a new boiler. Okay, so, I am not a makeup professional, much as I am not a prosthetic professional. You seeing a theme here? But I will make this as straightforward and simple as I can. I'm not going to name all my products and so on and so forth unless people are really that interested. I don't really buy a lot of super fancy makeup. I use a lot of Urban Decay if I want like some slightly stronger or edgier colours. A lot of what I get is just Superdrug stuff. I'm going for cute, lots of rose tones, reds, pinks, very blush. That's what we're going for. So yeah, I guess I'll crack on. And we'll pop a little time lapse in. My god, look at these bags under my eyes, man. That's what I do for you guys. Okay, so makeup is done for now. I can't really tell how it looks on camera. Honestly, it looks a little bit janky from here, but it looks really pretty in real life. We've got pink sparkly eyes, pink lips, because obviously. I've got some freckles, some kind of drippy hearts, and I've stuck a few little gems on. I just used a blob of latex. You can see some latex creeping through, that's fine, it will dry. The next that we need to do now is stick on the prosthetic. Okay, so we're going to be using latex, same old revolting latex pot that I refuse to throw out. And this time I'm just going to grab a normal cotton bud or Q-tip. Paint. That's, nah, that needs more latex. There we go, good blob. I'm just going to paint it all over this prosthetic. And you can take your time a little bit to a degree, because it does have a drying time. There we go, that's the stuff. Okay, so you can obviously get other things like Prozaid, spirit gum, things like that. Just gonna line up there. About where I want it. And now we wait. Okay, it's started to dry. I am still holding my head at a bit of an angle, because what I'm now going to do is use a little thin layer of latex and just paint around the edge, which will help blend it in. Okay, so latex is dry enough for us to start working around. What I have done off camera is just given it all a really good powder, just to remove any stickiness. Oh god, rip it off. Helps remove the shine. Next we want to start disguising the edges with some foundation. I'm not so bothered about the middle where it's going to look a bit irritated because, you know, I've just been shot in the head with 3 arrows, so it will look a bit irritated. But I'm just going to start using a combination of foundation, liquid foundation and powder to blend it in a little bit. Oh, and I have no shame using my fingers to blend. I'm sorry, all beauty gurus out there watching and cringing. Okay, we're starting to see it disappear. Now the powder. Okay, time to paint in some detail. I'm still getting used to this lighting in here. Oh, also, while I was waiting for the latex to dry, I took my manky nail varnish off, which is a good latex drying activity. Anyway, I don't have my glasses on. I am getting used to filming with this light. It is not normally this well lit in here. So you will all probably do a much better job than me. But I'm just going to do what I can with what I can. That was my tiny foundation brush. I'm going to put that away. Ooh, I'm going to wobble the light. Matt will kill me. Don't tell Matt. I'm going to just start painting in, because you can see where the middle's a bit more irritated looking anyway. I'm going to start very carefully painting in. I'm using lots of colours like browns, reds, just to make it look really raised and angry. Okay, my favourite bit, time to get bloody! Alright, let me just grab a cotton pad. Okay, so I've got a couple different types of blood. They are all incredibly old. I've got one here which is a slightly more firm blood, which I'm going to use for dotting around detail. And I have a very old, it's a blood gel. So I'm going to use that to get some really nice drips coming down my face. I'm going to do the sturdier one first. Grab a cotton bud and I'm going to start building it up. When this comes out again, I don't have my glasses on. The fact that I've put anything on my face correctly will be a miracle. Ooh, there she goes. Right, okay. Just gonna start. I was about to say I love the colour of this. Is that a weird thing to say? Such a rich blood colour. Is that weird?
made a basic prosthetic. We have applied a basic prosthetic. And we have done a quick blending it in. Now this is just a demonstration. If it was for an actual occasion, for a night out, for an event, I would take a lot more time over it. Again, I apologise, I have no idea what this looks like on account of not having my glasses on, being lit completely differently from how I've ever been lit before. Lit. I can't use that word seriously anymore. It's really lit in here. But you get the idea. And I love gore. I just do. I love doing gore looks. I think they're more fun. Can be a little bit more creative. But look at these arrows sticking out my head. We made these guys. I was about to do my outro, and Thor's decided to come say hello. Hello, baby. You handsome boy. You're sat on my chair, but that's okay. You're quite pretty. Okay, so on that note, thank you so much for tuning into Em's Cosplay Corner. And I need an outro. I don't have an outro yet. Bye. No, I'm kidding. Thank you so much. I really enjoy these projects. I need to think of something cool to make for the next one. It is my birthday in March though, so I might make something that I want to make just because I like it. Haven't decided yet. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you soon on 8-Bit Family. Bye!